Here is our brand new GoPro Hero 5 looking magnificent in its packaging. The purpose of this video is to see if we can make a cheap selfie stick adapter fit on the end of a selfie stick, give us more shooting options such as taking a photo of ourselves, maybe gaining height in a crowd, an extension pole. Give us generally more shooting options. I'm looking to use the plate that comes in the top of your packaging here, which the camera is attached to via the superbly robust GoPro connector there. So let's take it out of the box and see how we get on. Unwrap from the bottom, pull the whole thing out, and this is just how it comes. That's the outer casing. This is the box that you get all your wires and bits and bobs in there, and there on the top is this plate that I'm interested in, which might form the basis of an attachment for a selfie stick. Let's have a look at this plate then. Our camera is attached via the GoPro adjustable connector, fitting in the moulded shoe that is on top of this plate. I think we can use this, and the size of this plate looks just right for our selfie stick. The first thing we're going to do is remove the camera from the packaging and the plate. Turning it round. First thing to do is to lift the rubber tab which holds it in place on all of the GoPro fixings. Press those two prongs in there and then you can push your camera forward. There it is, there's the camera. There's the shoe that attached to this plate which I'm interested in. I'll show you that again. Push the camera in there, the prongs go in, fully in, press the rubber tab down. Release, take the rubber tab up, press the prongs in, push your camera forward, camera separate from the box. Now to remove the plate from the box. Looking under there, I can see 4 sticky pads, so taking a sharp bladed craft knife, keeping your fingers well out of the way, just ease through. Get all 4 corners off, and we've got our plate off the box. Looking pretty good. I think we can do something with that. Let's assemble our selfie stick adapter. Fairly basic selfie stick. Let's take it out of the box. This is the cradle for usually a phone. This lead here usually goes into your phone, which we're not going to need in this case. A nice looking cradle there. If we take our plate, pop it under there, I'll tell you what, that fits. A nice fit that is. There's even a lip under there that will hold that in place. Let's see what it looks like with the camera on. So we release our plate from the cradle. We take our camera, pop it back through there nicely, right to the end, press down the rubber tab. That's the camera nicely on the black plate. If we fit that on there, in this case it's pointing forward, so we can move our camera forward on here. So we've got a forward facing extension. We can use the adjuster there, move the camera back or forwards and lock it. if we take the plate off the cradle, turn it round the other way and adjust our camera again back to there, that's our selfie stick. That's looking nicely at me. I think that looks really nice. Of course, a few people will be thinking, hey, how safe is that thing on there? We've got a very expensive camera on a very cheap selfie stick and mount. Obviously, each user has got to take responsibility and make their own decisions how secure you want it on there. Myself, I've got a couple of little things that I would do, especially before I use that outdoors. The first thing I would do is just beef up the two edges of this plastic mounting with I've got some duct tape here, gaffer tape or gorilla tape, something substantial. Just put a bit of strength down the sides. I've got a couple of pieces so it finishes up like that with those edges beefed up. Let's assemble it all again. I'll just show you something else that I personally would do, again before I used it outdoors or anywhere like that. Pop it back on there. And that would do for most domestic indoors situations. But as I say, I'll show you one more thing that I would do before I use that outdoors. Also, using two sizes of cable ties, I'm going to make a loop round the neck of the camera with that one and then feed this one through up and over the cradle, thereby securing it in place if it falls off. I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. Obviously we can tidy these cables up at a later stage, but if something did happen and it came out of the cradle, let's just see. In a situation you would still have your camera attached to the stick. So there we have it back on the cradle. This cable tie already trimmed, this one just nipped off like that, and there's our selfie stick ready to go.